one thing, you're looking at a Fortune 60 company and transforming their ITSM is massive, right? And I think that's something that I want to take up as a challenge and see where can we innovate, where can we automate, where can we be efficient. I'm Thushan Navaratne. I'm working as a Senior Manager, Strategic Transformation and Process for Cisco out of Houston. Something that actually pushed me into engineering is, we used to have this subject called design and technology from a very young, early age in school. And I was always, motivated. I was actually intrigued to, innovate. I was actually intrigued to, build new things, right? And back in the day, school, it was all using these popsicle sticks and, small motors and all that. But that's basically the way it expands into mathematics and physics and all those areas. Once I was done with school, I started with my advanced diploma in electrical and electronic engineering. During that time, some of these classes were towards the end of the day. So I wanted to make use of my time. I also wanted to, have some money for myself. I sort of started to, go on a job hunt, right, to see what's available out there. I wasn't looking for anything, specific. I just wanted to see what was available, see who is sort of flexible with my classes and all that, and that's basically where it all started, as a data entry executive for LABS, and then from there it basically grew up. As soon as I started working there, I maybe 2-3 months down the line, I was always interested about this small team of 4 or 5, I believe, who came in at different shifts, different times, looked very geeky, and they were doing various different stuff on terminals, on tunnels, and I wanted to see, okay, what are these guys doing? Is this something that I can do? Is this something that I can help with? Is this something maybe that aligns with what I'm studying for in college? That was basically the application support team for LABS at that time, right? So they were basically the tier 3, tier 4 team who supports our customer base in case they have any technical issues, or if they come across anything that needs to be fixed. That was the team to go to, right? So that took an interest in me. About 1 year down the line, I actually moved into that team as an application support engineer. I always want to come up with new things. I want to innovate. I want to start, even if it's a simple thing, and I was a big believer in automation even back then. So I started getting into scripting and seeing what can, anything that we do manually today, what can be automated, maybe use a script, a simple one, right? And I think that really pushed me into a direction that actually gave me a different perspective, let me put it that way, to look at things in a different way, not do it the same way that's been done for such a long time, but where can we innovate, where can we cut it down, where can we make it efficient, right? So streamlining processes, introducing new practices and processes, introducing, contributing to the introduction of new tools and things like that actually, started taking form in me. And that's when my super managers at that time also wanted me to be involved in, version upgrades of these POSs into the release area of things, and then also be one of the key stakeholders, representing the operations organization with product and engineering, highlighting defects and highlighting, some priorities from customers. 2017 is when I think we rebranded to Sysco LABS because our work for the modernization efforts, the transformation efforts for Cisco actually started to grow in that year too. And in 2017 June is when I actually transferred from as the team lead of the application support team to manage as the manager customer support technical lead to Houston, Texas. At the moment, as a part of being in this ITSM organization, I currently manage certain very crucial functions and practices within that ITSM arena. So even when I was a part of app support, we carried out some of these ITSM practices, but using different terms, right? Or it wasn't built up to these ITIL standards that we have or that's been published, right? And as soon as I started this role as the senior manager in 2020, that's when I started to actually realize, okay, this has a lot of potential to grow. It has the practices, it can go through that transformation. Cisco has helped me shape up my life professionally because I got that exposure into a very good environment. The leaders I'm working with, they have tons of experience from different organizations, some of them, serving in the military as well, and their thought process, how they converse, how they collaborate, how they communicate, and teamwork actually helps me to build my character and also help me to cascade that down into my teams, globally as well. I want to grow in this role itself in the ITSM area because there's a lot we can do. Like I said, there's 30 plus practices that are published by ITIL right now. So what we want to do is to see as a team how can we grow and establish and govern these practices across the organization, as well as see how we can automate a lot of these things, right? So those kind of things actually really motivates me and keeps me, interested in this journey to see how we can better serve our IT organization while also, helping build resiliency and redundancy, across all of Cisco basically.